Oko shepi and then G le kushile kwa sa. Shepi, fly for your man. It is late. I never. We not gonna sit down the look. Make them come report our girls. Everybody, we rise up. We no fighting, we just up. No be so. No be so. We gonna share every day. People just go. For family was white part Fulanis. So Jackie boy used to call them terrorists. We touch them the canoe, you go cause war. We touch it on the bow, you go cause war. Makana Prugo no Nandika Wamunelua. And I will find for another. It's not the time we go change for them. Change for them, tell them we know this of me. When you go pull your book, Apakuya. They might not tire, Apayo. IPOB people happy marginalized. IPOB happy brutalized. We not go sit down there.
Purchase your tracks today.
Make them come kill all of us. We not go sit down there look. If they come take our life, we not go sit down there look. Bring them from the house like us. We not go sit down there look. Make them come report our girls.
Purchase your tracks today.
Instead of up, they take us down. Instead of right, they take us left. Buru the change. They promise to change, but we no see the change. Why you not let BIAFRA go? Are you not tired of killing them? There's not the time we go tender for them. Tender for them, tell them we don't be sorry. We not go sit down there look. Make them go kill all of us. We not go sit down there look. Make them go check our wallet. We not go sit down there look. Make them from the house like us. We not go sit down there look. Make them go report our girls.
This is la best. Hello, good evening, fellow BIAFRANs, good evening, everybody. I want to welcome you to this wonderful program today, 9th of January 2022, and it's 4 minutes past the hour. I want to welcome each and every one of us, and I also want to say thank you for being here. As you join, please share the program. I'm reading your comment. Thank you very much, Ifeanyi Kampusa. Thank you, Emmanuel Onyekachi. Onyedikachi, yes. Thank you very much, Ikeji Naji. So many of you coming in, Sunday, Igbowe, and Prince Will Chinedu. Please, help you just join. Help us share this program. Help us share so that others can join. Thank you very much. This evening, I'll be hosting you. I also want to say thank you for your birthday wishes to all friends and fans and family and everybody. I added a year, but there is no cause for celebration. I didn't even make it that public, but I hope that as soon as our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is free, we'll have a cause for celebration. But for now, we have to keep pushing for his release. And this evening, I'll be talking about a series of issues, and I'll also be opening the line as fast as possible. I want people to call into this program and share their views. I'm going to take a video clip comprising of analysis, comprising of events of the week. We saw the IPOB leadership orders, and this order is creating a lot of tension. Northerners are also reacting. People are reacting all over the place. Jubril said he's not going to release Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, that he has to go through proceedings. So some of these things are the things we are going to talk about this evening. Well, I'm supposed to have some guests with me, but unfortunately they are engaged with other things. So I'm going to make you viewers my guest. And I would also like anybody who want to join this program to come in. Let me just give that possibility for anybody who wants to join in. So I'm going to share the link on the screen for those who want to join me. Copy the link and come in. But I'm going to first of all start by playing the clip of the day where we are going to take our analysis from, where we are going to take our discussion from. So that is the link on the screen. This is the link on the screen, and I would like those who really want to join in to join in. https://melon.app.com m3bvdrou. The detail is on the screen. If you want to ask questions, you have the opportunity to ask questions. You have the possibility to ask your questions. And as we take the clip of this program, I hope that you pay attention, because it is a very, very interesting one. And we saw the Secretary General of Ohaneze Ndi Igbo also express his own view as regard to the issues of the moment. Let us proceed.
Nigerians were again confronted with President Muhammadu Buhari's unbending opposition to restructuring, despite the agitation for better governance and fairness in the distribution of resources. According to President Buhari, those clamoring for restructuring and threatening secession were making noise to get better deals. We're joining us from Owerri to discuss the president's unyielding opposition to restructuring and how Nigerians can remedy this by choosing a successor in 2023 that's more in tune with the yearnings of the people is Professor George Obiozo, President General of the Igbo Socio-Cultural Group, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, and former Nigerian ambassador to the United States of America and other countries. Okay, there was that other issue about state policing and Nnamdi Kanu.
The Nnamdi Kanu issue, the president said is in court, and you cannot fault that one. If he says he cannot interfere in the judiciary, we have a division of labor. We have the system at the federal level where judiciary is as independent as others. So he is definitely right in thinking that the judicial process, which is already on, is there. But we are, as Igbos, asking for something different from the judiciary government. Some of us are asking for him to consider Nnamdi Kanu with some prerogative of mercy, which is his own prerogative as a president. You know what I mean? And also the idea of treating him with mercy and the son, and as the son and the citizen, just considerate issue. considerate compassion, from the president. We're not talking about the judiciary. In fact, by taking the judiciary route, then he is taking both the right route logically, but then away from what we are appealing. We're appealing for the prerogative of mercy, some form of amnesty, for the young man. In fact, I have come to a conclusion, and I made it clear before. No amount of all these side militancy, revolutionaries, and that is a threat to the Nigerian unity, because none of them is capable of defeating Nigeria, whatever name you call them. If Nigeria can stand the Boko Haram, then what else is another greater threat than what we saw in the northeast and overcame it? So the other crises we are facing today will take the same course. They will pass. They will be contained. Nigeria is like an Iroko. The tree stands firm and strong. What is shaking are the leaves and the branches. They are not a threat to the Iroko tree. So Nigeria is strong enough, in spite of all the weaknesses, strong enough to sustain and survive and defeat all these problems of crisis and conflict which we face today. So that the fear should be reduced to allow development, such as creating security agencies and architecture at a state and local level.
Is it that you are saying that President Muhammadu Buhari and the government of Nigeria should remove, the case that we currently have in court with Nnamdi Kanu? Because his lawyers too are arguing that they stand a good chance, and that's based on the interview. And secondly, what will be the reaction? I mean, what will be the conversation since you're speaking with the president and some other Igbo groups with IPOB? IPOB is still saying things. IPOB is still saying things, for instance, that they will not allow a national anthem of Nigeria to go on in assemblies in schools in the southeast and things like that. So I just want to get that correctly. Is it that, okay, mercy, the case should be struck out, or, let the law take its course and the likes?
Let me first, I didn't say the president should stop the legal process. I said the president is observing correctly the division of labor there in our government functionally. The truth of the matter is that when you are making an appeal for somebody in the situation Nnamdi Kanu is, you are not going legalism, you are even going political, asking Mr. President to apply his power of prerogative of mercy and do something about the young man. That is exactly what we're asking. We're expecting the president to have a second thought and a consideration about the young man. The president granted amnesty to some people before. Isn't that true? The president has a large heart. He's the father of the nation. Indeed, he can. His action is final. It all depends upon him. So take it from me. The president has the power to grant him amnesty, to say what you read in the Bible, my son, go sin no more. You have had it before in the Bible. Like he had done to other places, in other places, and to some of our young men across the country. There's nothing else that we are appealing for.
Well, Prof, I was going to bring up this issue about IPOB, Indigenous Peoples of BIAFRA, the organization. Now, IPOB has said the Nigerian national anthem should no longer feature in any school in the entire Southeast. IPOB has also said that goods coming from the north, particularly cattle, should not show up in the Southeast. Now, what is the position of Ohaneze Ndigbo on this, particularly in the light of the fact that the coalition of northern groups have also said they must not see any Igbo goods or services in any part of northern Nigeria, and that no northerner should support any politician from the southeast or any political party that features southeast interests. What is Ohaneze Ndigbo saying to all of this?
Take it from me. Take it from me, and it is the right statement. IPOB doesn't speak for Igbos. And to be very candid with you, the IPOB's anger is an accumulated anger based on perceived or real injustice against Igbo for so long. We understand their anger and the anger of many youths across the country. However, the truth of the matter is that they're not mandated to speak for Igbo. And the northern group that are making the statement is unfortunate because we don't respond when their youths in a youthful experience make certain comments like they did before, that all Igbos must leave the north. In fact, the idea that some responsible people in the north, like the organization you mentioned, can take the position they have, means it is predetermined. So for me and for Ndigbo, the statement had been made a long time ago that Ndigbo are not at war with Nigeria, Ndigbo are not separatists, Ndigbo are not secessionists, Ndigbo are Nigerian nation builders. Wherever you are across this country, look out, you will see the Igbo man struggling with the rest of fellow Nigerians to build a nation. So this is what counts. What Igbos are talking about is not about cattle, eating beef or not eating beef, who visits us or who does not visit us. Well, we have more serious things to discuss. This is another point that we should be clearly state to the public to know that in all sincerity, Igbos do not speak like IPOB. IPOB is an organization of young men whose leader is facing some major problem, and if they speak, it is erroneous to think that they speak for Igbo. I hope you get the point.
Yes, sir.
There are people who think and believe that because occasionally, like when they began to sit tight, sit down, and other pronouncements, prohibiting movement and other things, that if people obey it, it is because with their all IPOB. No.
Well,
There is a case of there is a case of fear factor
if I could come in here,
in listening.
because we're running out of time. I have to ask you, according to recent reports, your group, Ohaneze Ndigbo, has said that from January 21st, you'll be visiting other zones in the country with a view to lobbying for president of Igbo extraction and getting all the political parties to field an Igbo president or presidential candidate. I'd like your comment on that. And can you give us some insights into the plans? What zones are you going to visit first? Who is in this delegation? And you must have potential candidates in mind. Who might those be?
Wonderful. If I do that, then what is left for us to go to show those who are going to?
You can start here, sir. You can start the groundwork.
No, don't start television. All I want to let you know is that a president from Igbo land, southeast, is an idea whose time has come. It is politically justifiable and morally defensible. It is indeed illogical, timely, and in all sincerity, justice, equity, and fairness have finally come home to Nigeria to crown the Nigerian political history by the idea of Igbo presidency. What is important for us is that promise Nigerians, if they give us that opportunity, that we bring a leader who is a patriot, Nigerian patriot, who is knowledgeable with humility and with wisdom, actually keep the country together, who indeed will work hard for the progress, peace, and unity of the country. Let me tell you this. The Igbo man is unique in sharing. In Nigeria, one of the greatest problems is power sharing. This power sharing that is the greatest cause of conflict and crisis in Nigeria. The Igbo president will resolve it for you because it is the Igbo man who can share things and is prepared to take last. Let other people take because he knows he shared it equitably and correctly to everybody's satisfaction. That is what the kind of president you will get. A man with conscience, humble, knowledgeable, patriotic, and the true nationalist of Nigeria. The truth of the matter, once again, is that it is indeed an idea whose time has come.
Okay, Professor George Obiozo, real quickly, I'd like to ask you, IPOB, like you said, frontally doesn't speak for the Igbos. Then who speaks for the Igbos?
I do now.
Okay. Thank you so much.
I'm elected and I do speak for Igbos.
Okay.
5 governors, Southeast, were there. Everybody was there.
Okay. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. You're welcome back. We saw what Professor Obiozo have to say as regard to the issues of this moment, from the ban of cattle to other issues regarding to Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, and so many other issues that were delved into in this 16 minutes video clip. And we all saw things he has to say about the position of IPOB as regard to the ban of cattle, ban on the national anthem, and so many other orders that have been given. And we also saw what the man in Aso Rock, the imposter in Aso Rock, said about people that are clamoring for secession, people that are clamoring for referendum, and also people that are clamoring for zoning. No, not zoning, but what is it called? Restructuring, sorry, restructuring. And the man in Aso Rock, the imposter, said that these people are just making noise because they want to be noticed. So the man in Aso Rock believed that all the whole agitation is about noise making because people want to be heard. The line is open. The line is open for those who want to call in. And I also shared the link on the screen before. If you want the link, you can as well drop your comment and I will reshare it again if you want to join me live. I'm giving everybody, viewers, opportunity so we can debate and dialogue on this issue. I've seen people get angry over what Obiozo have to say. Everybody knows the Secretary General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. We all know his position when it comes to the issue of things. We all know his position when it comes to the issue of Biafra restoration. So people should not be surprised at what he has to say. We saw his position on Nnamdi Kanu. He's pleading that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be forgiven and be granted amnesty. Well, as an elderly person, he's trying to paint the world. But the question is, which crime did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu commit? What crime has he committed that he should be granted an amnesty? You know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted in Kenya, extraordinarily renditioned back to the zoo called Nigeria. And these are the points we are expecting the Igbo leaders to be focusing on. You know, asking question, why should this young man be kidnapped from Kenya and brought back to Nigeria in the manner it was done? These are the things that real elders are supposed to be talking about. These are the questions they are supposed to be asking the presidency. They are supposed to be asking the Jubril himself. And these are the things we expected, that they are supposed to at least find out what happened in Kenya. What happened in Kenya? Why didn't they go through the normal what is it called? Why didn't they go through the process of extradition, if at all, you know, there is a crime that he committed and he's supposed to be brought back to Nigeria? So that is to tell you where their failure even start in the first place. So these Igbo leaders, or whatever they call themselves, coming out to, like, you know, plead on behalf of an innocent man when they are supposed to be questioning the rationale behind his kidnap and abduction. And this is where you know what leadership is all about. And that is why the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, have taken that position, because the Igbo leaders have failed woefully. Where they are supposed to speak, they won't speak. Where they are supposed to stand for the Igbos, they won't stand. And here you are, he now is coming to tell you that IPOB do not speak for the Igbos, that him, George Obiozo, is the one speaking for the Igbos. But what have George Obiozo been able to demonstrate as a leader in Igbo land? Nothing, apart from coming to television to be granted interview that holds no water. George Obiozo have not been able to stand up and say, no, the killing that is going on in Imo State today, we've not seen George Obiozo come out to make any comment. George Obiozo is supposed to gather all Igbo leaders and move to Imo State to instruct the Supreme Court governor of Imo State to stop the extrajudicial killing that is going on there. He's not doing that. In fact, he's not even taking recognition of those crimes. George Obiozor is not talking about how to save the lives of our people, how to make sure that the extortion that is going on in our land is put to an end. He's not talking about that. When you even talk about the banning of cow and the cattle, in this interview, he said that the problem of the Igbo is not problem of the cow and the cattle or even the herdsmen who is coming to visit us and all that. You heard him say it. So George Obiozor do not recognize that the threat of herdsmen is in existence. He hasn't come out to condemn the activities of Fulani herdsmen as the Secretary General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. And here he is claiming that he's speaking for the Igbos. That IPOB is not speaking that. In fact, he said that IPOB is not speaking for Igbo. But we have seen IPOB stand up for the right of Ndigbo, not just Ndigbo, but the entire eastern region, including other tribes within that region. Because IPOB is not just speaking for the Igbos alone. They are speaking for every tribe in the eastern region. The Jaws, the Shekiris, everybody in that region. So the job of the indigenous people of Biafra is more versatile, is huge, more than the work of George Obiozor, who is concentrating on speaking for the Igbos, even though he's claiming he's speaking for the Igbos, but he's not speaking for the Igbos. He's not even speaking for himself, because he is here gallivanting and begging for Igbo presidency under normal circumstances. That is supposed to be his right. In a normal setting, Igbo presidency is supposed to be the right of Igbo man in a normal setting if Nigeria were to be an equal society. It's not something you should be begging and canvassing and pleading for it to be given to you. It's supposed to be on the basis of contest. You contest, you bring the best qualified, and if you present the best qualified, you win. Why should Igbo presidency be a rotational affair? If George Obiozor believe in Nigeria, if other Nigerians believe in Nigeria, why should it be that who will be the president of Nigeria have to be on the debate on the issue of regions if really the Nigeria is working? And he talked about Nigeria being an Iroko, which is an overstatement. How is Nigeria an Iroko 3? George Obiozor using the word that Nigeria is an Iroko 3 is an overstatement. It's an exaggeration. Exaggeration, because Nigeria is not. In fact, we've seen. We have our first caller. Let's see if we can take this caller. Hello, caller. Welcome to the program. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Caller, welcome. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Anayo Chukwu.
Anayo Chukwu, welcome to the program.
Yeah, I'm calling from UAE.
From UAE. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to commend your effort and the effort of other comrades who are making sure that the fire is burning and that the enemy doesn't have the last laugh. Making the program and I saw the thing you were there. The man called God the Yoyo.
Are you speaking? Where are you speaking with your earphone or something?
Yes, of course, yeah.
If you are speaking with earphone, because I'm not hearing you clearly, so I would have preferred that you speak directly. The line is not in any way clear at all.
Okay, let me try to do that. Hello?
Yes, I think it's much better now. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, I heard the interview, or you heard about what Judge Obiozo was black. It's unfortunate that we have this type of elders. He's now claiming to be the leader of Igbo nation. Well, IPOB doesn't speak for just Igbo. IPOB speaks for Biafra. And Igbo is a nation within Biafra. So IPOB above him, you know. So when IPOB speaks, he stands. It doesn't matter what the types of Obiozo things or whatever they do. Obiozo, as we know, is a stooge. It was planted by Fulani in our land. Like you rightly said, what is happening in Imo State, people like Obiozo have not come out to condemn it. Couples of them is committing genocide in Imo State. Obiozo and Co has not come out to say, what you are doing here is not good, stop it. Because what is happening in Imo State today is happening because couples of them came to become governor through backyard. You know? So, but we know who will have the last. They are begging Buhari to release our leader, President Kano. Begging Buhari for what? Well, I made a comment, and I'm saying that what I said is that the people in Nassau Rock will pop champagne. Any day, now they can accept their own version of political solution. There's a saying you cannot release it because you don't have the power. Mas, I refuse to compromise the struggle. I have made it clear to them that he cannot compromise the struggle. They have to conduct a referendum for the people to decide. You know, so what I'm saying here is you people should continue. We are continuing what we are doing and backing down. The last of the Obiozo, John, Chief John Wood has come and gone. The last of Obiozo will come and go. They're not making noise. By the time they leave office, they will see what they do to themselves.
Thank you,
so unfortunately, somebody who is...
Yes.
Hello?
Go ahead. You have just 1 minute.
Okay. So let me not waste much of our time. In conclusion, I will say that you guys should keep it up. Keep it up and keep it up and keep it up. Because it's a journey of freedom. And it's something that we have to, in our generation, have to ensure that we achieve what we want to achieve. The ban of Fulani cow in our land stands. The ban of national anthem, Nigerian national anthem in our land stands. And I want to plead with the US to ensure that they pursue this very maybe they should pursue it and make sure that it is obeyed to the last order. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution. Thank you. Yeah, so guys, the line is open for those who want to call in. People have tried to call in. It's a WhatsApp number. You call in and make your contribution. So like I was saying, Judge Obiozo trying to make them feel important that Nigeria is an Iroko 3. What makes Nigeria an Iroko 3? Does Judge Obiozo know what Iroko 3 is? Nigeria have already crumbled. Nigeria have already fallen. So the idea of trying to patch on a leak and now patch this attitude, people must tell themselves the truth. The country is already down and buried. Hello, caller. Welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
Good evening, my brother Ikem. My brother Obiozo is not speaking for Igbo people. For the first, Obiozo cannot speak Igbo. Obiozo is not Igbo man. He never wanted to speak Igbo as Igbo man. So he don't know anything concerning Igbo. He just come back from north. The boy is from north. He just come back from north to start destroying our land. We know who is our leader. So we know what we are fighting for. We are fighting to liberate our people. IPOB is fighting to liberate our people. Obiozo is nobody to Igbo people. Obiozo is nobody to us. So that's what I try to contribute, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that contribution. Like our last caller said that Obiozo is not speaking for. Even the Arewa, the Fulanis knows who is speaking for the Igbos. They know Obiozo. These are people who have tried to reassure the Northerners, reassure Arewa, reassure Fulani that they are in charge. But at the end of the day, Fulanis or the Arewas that react when IPOB speak knows where the power base is. Obiozo do not have any power. Obiozo has no power when it comes to the decision making. Yes, somebody Uchema, the number is on the screen. The number is on the screen. +39 388 177 9665. +39 388 177 9665. The Arewas, Obiozo is just like somebody who is living in the paradise of fool. Because the people, the Northerners, the Arewas, the Fulanis, they know where the power base is. Because when the journalists ask Obiozo, now you said that IPOB is not speaking for the Igbos. So who is speaking for the Igbos? Obiozo said, I'm the one speaking for the Igbos. And they told him, okay, but everybody knows that Obiozo has no power when it comes to, directing anybody to do, because the people you are dealing with believe in reaction of the people when order is given. How people react. Can Obiozo come out tomorrow morning and give a contrary order of what IPOB have said? Does he have the power to come out and say, no, I'm ordering every Igbo man and woman to do this, and they obey him? It's a question. Does he have that level of power on him or influence? So he doesn't even understand that the people you are dealing with, the Fulani sees you as a chaff, that you are not, they don't even take you serious. They don't see you as anybody. The Arewa people, when IPOB speak, they listen. Arewa listen when IPOB speak. They listen. When Obiozo speak, they don't listen. All these things Obiozo is granting interview, they are not even paying attention to Obiozo. Their attention is focused on where the power base is. So the idea of you trying to parade yourself, trying to, make them believe that, you still have it. What influence do Obiozo have in the Igbo land? Apart from maybe going from one government house to another, collecting, nchoncho ego from governors. Nothing. So when you see the Arewas react over the ban of cattle, they know that is where the power base is. Because they understand what power. The Arewas understand what power is. They know what it means to hold power. So when IPOB speak, they know that is where the power is. Obi also talked about fear, that people are sitting at home and all that out of fear. However you look at it, after all, Nigeria is being governed with fear. Everybody is under one Nigeria out of fear. Nobody wants to be a Nigerian. People are just in Nigeria out of fear. So however you look at it, what is important is whether people are reacting out of fear or they are reacting out of whatever sentiment. What is important is, are they reacting? Good evening and welcome to the program.
Hello?
Yes, good evening and welcome to the program.
Hello, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, good evening. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us where you are calling from?
Okay, thank you. My name is Sadiq Abubakar. I am one of the Fulanis.
You're Abubakar,
Yeah,
Sadiq Abubakar.
Yes.
Sadiq Abubakar, where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling you from Kano.
You are calling from Kano. Sadiq, you're welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you very much. You guys, E-Boss, I really would like the situation by which you guys, you youths and your elders.
The line of Sadiq Abubakar is breaking. I would have loved to know. Okay, Sadiq, your line is breaking.
Nigerian referendum or something. So I want you guys to be talking from one direction, so that you guys will be talking from one point. Yeah,
Sadiq Abubakar, hold on, because your line keeps. Can you hear me now? Yeah, your line keeps breaking.
Hello? Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but your line keeps breaking.
Okay, but can you hear? Okay. What I'm saying is, you guys, you're supposed to have one mouth to be saying one thing. The elders and the youths, you understand? We the masses in the north, we support Biafra. We want you guys to go. We really, if I will be president today, tomorrow Igbos will be free. Understand? Because they're not killing anybody. There's no point to kill any Fulani man. There's not any Igbo man. So Biafra supposed to go in order to experience peace. So I really support Biafra 100%. But you guys supposed to get one model of the others and please come out with, if for instance, if IPOB said no more supply from north, please let the elders say yes, that's what we mean. You understand? But I'm tired of like hearing something from the IPOB.
The line of Sadiq Abubakar is breaking. Sadiq Abubakar is calling from Kano.
And hearing something from Igbo and that's in the Igbo. So it's something. So it doesn't make sense. So you understand? So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Sadiq Abubakar, I would have been happy. Yeah. I would have been happy if you can stay on the line.
Yeah. So that's my point. Please, you guys supposed to get agreement between you. Drop the line. Hello, do you want me to drop the line?
No. I said I would have loved you to stay on the line. Unfortunately, your line keeps breaking. I understand that maybe in an area where you are in Kano, the network is not as strong as it's supposed to be. But I would have loved you to stay on the line, because I would have also liked to address your position when it comes to the Igbo leaders and the youth, or the Igbo elders and the youth speaking in the same voice. I would have loved to address that. You know.
Yes. Okay.
Except I have to.
Okay. If my line is breaking, you cannot address that. You can address.
I will address. Okay, I will let you go. I will let you go. You stay tuned. I will let you go. Keep following the program, and I will address that. I will definitely address that. Thank you, Sadiq Abubakar from Kano, for your contribution. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we saw Sadiq Abubakar. For some of you who didn't hear him because the line was breaking, and Sadiq Abubakar made his position known that if he were to be the imposter in Aso Rock, that he would have allowed the Igbos to have their freedom and independence, so that there will be peace, which is a very intelligent position, because Sadiq Abubakar is intelligent. He understands what it means, for Nigeria right now, that Nigeria do not have peace as a result of injustice. Sadiq Abubakar 100% knows that there is no justice in the system, and he has come to terms, and he has said that if he were to be in a position of where he can make that decision, that he would have allowed people to have their referendum, that he doesn't want it. He doesn't want it, people killing people, to remain one or to remain united. And that is quite That is quite a very, very interesting and an acknowledgement from somebody from the north, because a lot of people believe that everybody in the north is their enemy, but that's not true. Not every northerner is your enemy. There are still peaceful people in the north who understand the importance of freedom, because there are still people in the north, like he said, who are also living in bondage. So it is not only just within the eastern region that we are experiencing lack of freedom, that we are experiencing lack of development, that we are experiencing killings. In fact, we've seen more killings happening in the north than where we are today than the south. And Sadiq Abubakar, who is also a northerner, holds the opinion and the position that the Igbo leaders and their youth should speak in one voice, that if IPOB says that goods or cattle should be banned, that Igbo leaders should support their youth in that position, so that there won't be this conflict of interest. There won't be this conflict of people speaking from different sides of their mouth, like we saw George Obiozo, because Sadiq Abubakar understands what unity means in this struggle for Biafra restoration, for Biafra people. That if the Igbo leaders could live up to their expectation and responsibility and say the truth the way it is, and stand up and defend what is defendable, stand up and do what is right, Sadiq Abubakar says that it will be easier for Nigeria to understand us. And this is where we have issues, because the Igbo leaders seem to be playing to the gallery, not telling themselves the truth, believing that they can cajole everybody in Nigeria. But one thing I can tell you is that the north, the south, and everybody takes IPOB more serious than any Igbo leader, any governor whatsoever, as it stands today. We have a caller. Hello, caller. Welcome to the program. Good evening.
Hello. Shalom. I just want to make a few statements. Matt, you're doing a very great job, as usual. I appreciate a Fulani, calling with honesty and sincerity.
It is not confirmed whether Sadiq Abubakar is a Fulani person. I didn't ask that question.
He shared his identity.
He's a northerner. He's a northerner.
Let's take him by his word. He shared his identity. I'm not sure, but let's do a research on him. If you can take his number, maybe kind of talk to him a bit further.
Definitely.
For him to be bold enough to share who he is, I'm talking about his ethnic nationality as a Fulani.
No, Sadiq Abubakar did not share his ethnic nationality. He said he is speaking from the north. Because the north is not everybody in the north is a Fulani. We must get that very clearly. You still have other minority tribes in the north. So
he didn't. Yes. I thought I heard him said he's a Fulani.
No. He said that nobody should be killing anybody. That Fulani should not be killing Hausa, killing Fulani and things like that. But he hasn't. He didn't come out to give me a specific terms as regard to his identity. Yes, go ahead.
All right, but we appreciate him making such statement. It shows what IPOB have drilled and done over the years is for the betterment of pretty much everybody, in that contraction that is no longer in existence. The Arewas, before the evil British came, there was no killing as far as killing between us and Arewa. There was nothing of that kind going on, or what's going on then. All right, all was instigated by imperialist, wicked, evil British that hate us Biafrans. And these people, it shows that there are people who are not willing to be tools of imperialists to continue such wickedness against people they will share or they share border with. Because, I mean, tell me what you gain out of it. Just to take a look at South Sudan. Some people were jumping around saying South Sudan, this country called South Sudan, because of what they watch through Western media that is hyping and just portraying bad image of South Sudan. South Sudan has excellently developed.
That's
and
true.
We're proud of them.
One of the best. South Sudan is one of the best economies so far in Africa, with a very high growth rate.
Thank you, bros. Thank you, bros. Our people sometimes are so gullible. They follow Western medias and concocted trash, from Western ideology and Western writers that literally continue the imperialistic, wicked ideology of white supremacy and white anti-Semitic races. They don't do their own research. That's the problem we have with untrue Africans. South Sudanese are doing great job. They have self-developed. I help in this here in America. I help many of them. They were called lost boys. Some people were, insulting a great legend, Chukwuemeka Odimego Ojukwu. Everybody respect Ojukwu. All right. I spoke with some Israeli Jew. They really commend how Ojukwu stood for our people then when our population was small from extermination, because Jewish Israel went through the same. Tell me a man that can use his own father's money out of humanity protected his own people. Those are the people we can call elder. Tell me somebody of that kind, just like Martin Nnamdi Kanu. And what Ojukwu was doing was for the good of even these Arewas, which if Gowon has done what he should do, they could have self-developed by now rather than being enslaved. No country developed through natural resources. Tell me every well-developed and advanced country is through brain power, all right? It's through industrialization.
In fact, the natural resources normally is supposed to be like a seed in your hand for development, not for. You understand what I'm saying? The natural resources is supposed to be a seed of development and not development itself. You have just 1 minute.
Yes. So, the IPOB, the structure DOS, that is the voice of Biafrans. That is the voice of Biafrans. And when they say sit at home, everybody sit at home. When they lift up the sit at home, everybody obey them. That's what we follow. And just to finalize, some people few here in
Somebody
America.
is saying that it's echoing. It's echoing. I don't know why. I don't know how. Please, yeah, go ahead. If you are listening, if it's still echoing, please. I've changed the position of the speak out. If it's still echoing, please indicate. Caller, go ahead. You have 30 seconds.
Okay, and we are Biafrans. Biafran is an ancient landmass geographical location. The name was not given by any foreigner from Europe. They came there, knew we were Biafrans. It means come and join. It's a native name. It reflects who we are, the rising sun. That's who we are. We are seen as the people of the rising sun. Biafra is who we are. Nobody should be deceived. Idu is Omona. You mentioned in another program, I commend you. You mentioned that you came from Anioma, and Anioma is Igbo. Igbo, that is who we are. We are an ethnic group from Igodomigodo all the way to Ogoja, even if you don't speak Igbo, you're not prolific in it. We the same people, both our culture, from Idome Gala to Ejo, we the same people. All right? We same people. And to Efik people actually came from my own village. That part of, my own village, that part of Biafra, Mwahia province, even Akwa Ibom. Nobody should jump on the internet and start talking rubbish out of their mind, because IPOB have given them opportunity. When you mention IPOB, you galvanize the gullible and start brainwashing them. We are same people all the way to Abazonia. All right? Anywhere I meet Abazonians, they see me as their own person. Oduduwas know that. They respect us for that. Idu is simply Omonna. That's what it is. Omonna. Even my own people came from Anioma to the part where we are right there.
Of course, it was a whole movement of migration here and there.
Thank you. Thank you. In fact, I've met our people who are Sierra Leoneans, Biafrans, right here in America. They hug me. The man hugged me tight. He's 70-something years. He said, hey, they Biafrans. Though they never return back, through the transatlantic.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about, yes. Almost every African Americans, we had the demographic statistics. IPOB shared it more than 6 years ago. Almost every African American came from the bite of Biafra, even those in Caribbeans. All right? Nobody should deceive. And finally here, somebody is talking rubbish. Foolishness is a disease. No country is built on prophecy and hype, spiritual foolishness.
Mazi, you've said it all. You've said it all. We have to take, we've said it all. You've said it all.
I'm about to round up. Just give me this 3 seconds.
Just another 30 seconds so you can round up. Thank you, Mazi.
Yes, nobody. America fought and freed America. People died and they stood for the name. Land of the free, home of the brave. Home of the brave, land of the free. What makes those people brave? Because of their brain being put to work. Not useless so-called prophecy, twisted, foolish ideology of deceit. All right? And then also, South Sudan stood and fought for their freedom with brain power and determination. Likewise, Jewish Israel, they mobilized. Even some people kick against them, but those people are going Aliyah in Jewish Israel today. All right? And they stood for Jewish Israel. The eye of every Jew looked to the east, to Jerusalem, to the east, to Zion. All right? That's Jewish Israel national anthem. They stood. Many people died. Somebody coming up with childish type foolishness, saying, that when they change their name, call so and so, people will stop dying. But you live in America, people die and free this country. They didn't forfeit. They in fact didn't free this country for those who died. South Sudanese did the same. Jewish Israelis did the same. We are not cowards. We are a formidable people. Our enemy respect us. All right.
Just imagine our ancestors rising up today from their dead to discover that we have changed the Biafra they fought for between 1967 to a different name. Don't you think they will be disappointed in us?
If you share this with a Zimbabwean that stood and fought for Zimbabwe led by Robert Mugabe, they will laugh at you. You share it with South Africans, they will do the same. They will laugh. Yeah, we don't want people to be deceived. I live in America. We have respect and dignity because of African Americans. Yes, because we're about to, celebrate Black History Month. It's about to start. All right, because of Africa, those are our relatives. But they stood united. Nobody is charlatans among them going about looking for self-interest. Anybody who doesn't speak for us is not our elder.
That is true.
Our elder is those who stand for the interests of their own people, interests and dignity and respect of their own people. Simple.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much. Because that is what makes an elder. An elder is the man who stands up to defend his family, not a charlatan somewhere with a running stomach. Mazi, thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution.
Biafra is a free country. We stand by the DOS and every IPOB. Come back to who you are. Don't let nobody sway you and deceive you. Come back to the principles, the structure, the rules and regulation. That's what makes us formidable and outstanding, well respected. We are very civil in every country because we are a people of law and order. We know ourselves. That's why we're different from the two. Biafra is a powerful Jewish country. It's a formidable, powerful country. Keep it up, brother. And one thing I just want to mention, Mazenam De Carlo said something. He said this IPOB can lift you up. You can exploit it because you're not honest. Deep down, you're not a freedom fighter. You're a charlatan. It will crush you at the same time, and that's what it is.
That's true.
A freedom fighter is a freedom fighter who stands for the truth and stands for humanity. Not standing for a hype, hypnotism, spiritual foolishness, twisted, so-called prophecy. Tofiagwa.
So now, Mazi, are we going to take all this whole story, bunch of all these fake prophecy left, right, and center into Biafra? No, that is why we have to fight, using this opportunity in the struggle to clear it and make sure it doesn't exist when Biafra comes. Because if we have to buy into fake prophecy in cause of our struggle, then we are going to end up delusional. And we might not even get the Biafra. And even if we get the Biafra, we are going to be delusional at the end of the day. We believe in practicality. We believe in laws. We believe in realities of life and not illusion.
Realities, that's brain power.
Yes. Thank you very much.
That's giving up.
Thank you very much.
That's what we believe. Just look at people. There's no light, there's no electric, but there's church
everywhere. And they want to bring church. They want to bring this church disease into IPOB. Using prophecy to derail, using religion, sentiment and all that to derail the struggle. Because they understand the mindset of our people, that the moment you call Jesus, people will fall for it. And that name Jesus has been misused over time. But we are here to stand up to it and make sure that we prove ourselves.
I was talking with African American brother before the Shabbat, and we went and said, "Do you know you're Jewish descent?" He said, "Yes." The ancestor told them. And he wanted to know more history about what was cut off from them by the same wicked, evil people that brought them here against their will, so-called Christians. Our ancestors worshipped Chukwu Abiyama, and they were living in peace. You know that, bros?
Of course I do.
They were well advanced. We had structure. Some people say, hey, they brought them schools. They brought them civilization. What about Sibiri? We had our everything from educational system.
And even government system.
We are Republican in nature, bros. Very solid. That's why when we talk about structure, some few charlatans hyping up spiritual hypnotism, criminals who are hyping up here and there are deceiving the gullibles. Rules and regulation everywhere, structure. We're talking about a well mapped out and lined out structure. Even white folks that are honest, yes, they've talked to me. White folks that are honest, they respect us Biafrans. They know who we are. We are original, undiluted Jew. We know who we are. We cannot be hype and let anybody just assimilate our people as they did over. The result is, look at, there's no electric. Simply electric. With Biafra, what we're going through is terrorism, Islamic terrorism, which is catalyzed by the evil British. They are the problem we have. All right, Fulanis has they don't have no capacity to carry out such wickedness, terrorism against us. They don't. It's the evil British. It's the same people that brought them that so-called Jesus, which is a concocted white supremacy ideology of deceit. You know, the deceit, which is not real. We are the people of the Torah, and the Torah is our culture. It's Omenana. It's brain power. It's the dealing of Hashem with his people. Simple. Look at Japan. Sorry, we've taken time. Japan developed by having interest for themselves. Interest. They want to see their own people dignified, be respected. They use their brain and develop. They close every avenue. Anybody coming to disenfranchise them, to call church and assimilate them. Our ancestors worship Chukwu, Abiam, and Hashem prosper them. But these folks came and destroy and dislodge our people. Never brought no single development. In reverse, Jewish Israeli went to Europe and developed Europe.
Gave Europe technology that they are using to rule the world today.
You know, the Jewish Israelis were hunted down and killed by the Crusader Christians, the same Christians. They were killed. It's when they were protected in Russia, the Ashkenazi and the Sephardic Jew. You know how people don't know history because the white racist anti-Semitics hide the whole history. Republic of Ireland is a decent country. They didn't come and imperialize any country. They defeated the evil British. They don't want to be part of wickedness. These folks doesn't ask themselves question. Those that brought them was so-called church to assimilate them. Why did, to make them a slave and a monopoly? Why do they arm the Arab Muslim to be
killing them?
Why do they develop Dubai? Dubai was developed. The money from many two African countries, whatever British use and develop Dubai. Even like Hong Kong, why didn't they develop African countries?
That believe in Jesus. That worship the same God with them.
That's why we don't want such foolishness in IPOB. We don't want our people to be foolish. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have brushed out all that rubbishness and hypnotism and stupidity, mind blanking. So you become a blind animal being monopolized without you reasoning and having dignity and respect for yours. Look at African Americans. You see, they've gone through so much. They've stood. Cities were burned down in this country by these same white racist anti-Semitic cities. African Americans developed economically.
Even the very first Black Wall Street was burned down.
Yeah, and it was many cities. It wasn't just in one location.
Yes.
They burned it down
to destroy the economy of the of Black Americans.
And these same people, so-called, church Christians, they came here, they killed almost the entire Native Americans. Those leftover, yes, our people don't understand. That's why somebody in a rally went to a Jewish Israeli and started confronting that guy, telling him that, hey, you Jew don't believe in Jesus. That him is a Jew. I saw the clip. I was very shocked. My mouth just dropped. And the Jewish guy looked at him and just walked away. But you are there rallying of the plight of your people and talking about those who developed this country are from Biafra. They were enslaved, were killed, they were sunk in the Atlantic Ocean by the same white supremacy, racist anti-Semitic called church. Church never developed anywhere, no place on earth. Japan is the influence of Japan. Some of those Asian countries are developed. Why? They maintain their culture. Judaism encourages people stay in your religion and your way of life. You can't see Jew going places to imperialize people.
Or conquer people and enforce and install their religious ways of life. Because being a Jew is not by receiving Jesus Christ and becoming a Christian. You are born a Jew. It runs in your DNA. It is a natural, So you don't go about forcing people to become Jews.
No, rather we encourage them to live their own life in their own culture and their way of life. Even World Jewish Congress is doing that.
Mazi, thank you very much.
Developed the entire Europe. Where have Christians developed? They came to many African countries and destroyed it. Look at Zimbabwe. They were calling Zimbabwe then bread basket of Africa. Who had the bread and the basket? It was the same white racist anti-Semitics. Used Zimbabweans to develop a small place for them where they live, a mansion, in dignity, and enslave these people in their land, turn them to farmers, enslave plantation farmer, work them to death. They live in shanties. Mugabe mobilized the people, free and help free South Africa as well. Are you getting my point, bros? We don't know history. Jewish Israeli do a lot of history research. What you read online and all these books and all that, it's just white folks concocted useless ideology of foolishness to use and brainwash and keep some people in dark.
Mazi, thank you for this contribution. Wonderful. Thank you very much. We really appreciate the time you're giving to us.
Just hanging up in a second. Every IPOB hit the street, rally. The DOAs have stated it. That's our structure, rules and regulation. This guy calling from Arewa is because he's seen Biafrans even helping them, giving them some respect and dignity.
That's true.
Look at South Sudan and Sudan. They are developing side by side.
Living in peace and harmony.
Exactly. How can somebody come from where even British never developed? They never self-developed. They are scavengers, just like Fulanis moving about. Even these Fulanis, we are making them to have some dignity for their life, to have a place. They develop your own country, Arewa, and have some dignity for yourself. All right? Look at Mugabe took the land back and gave his own people dignity. Many countries threw sanctions against Mugabe. The same people firstly stated and supported that sanction against this. The same thing happened to Jewish Israel, all this country mobilized.
Yes.
Against Jewish, the Crusaders.
That's true.
Impunity. In Israel, a sword was just found out of the Dead Sea. That have been for like 600, more than many years. A sword was found 6,000 years or so of the Crusader and their impunity galvanizing Arab Muslim against Jewish Israel, then repeatedly. The same church, Christians. We don't want such foolishness. We want to live like our ancestors with our brain, all right, as Jewish, Hebrew, Jew. Reality, that's how we want to live. And any Biafran, you don't need to convert to Judaism. You return back, keep Shabbat, look for Torah, and have Torah.
Maz, I'll be giving you a special invitation. Maz, I'll be giving you a special invitation on our program. And I'll call you after the program. Because our people really enjoyed your lecture today. We'll be inviting you specially. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. We are already a free country. We are a free country.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, so our brother has spent 30 minutes and 50 seconds talking to us, and he has delivered a very strong sermon this evening, and it is worthwhile. I see your comments. I see people who are asking him to leave for others to contribute. I also see people who are saying he should continue. But in any case, he has done a very good job. This caller has been calling for a very long time now, from Ghana, I guess. Hello, caller. Welcome to the program. Good evening.
Mazi Pat, good evening. My name is Chineye. I'm calling from Accra.
Mazi Chineye from Accra. Thank you very much. Welcome to the program.
First of all, sir, I want to thank the last caller. He has really opened a lot of minds this evening. Like he has said some things, like he has brought some histories back to us, especially those dull brains that have forgotten all Mazi Nnamdi Kano's preaching, because everything he's saying now, Mazi Nnamdi Kano has said everything before, but our people are too weak to go back to broadcast and refresh their mindsets. I actually called because of the Muslim guy, the northern guy.
Abubakar Sadiq from Kano.
Yes, Abubakar Sadiq. Abubakar, I don't know. I believe that he's still online listening to you, or probably he would come back later and view your program. Because for him to have called, that showed that
I didn't even know that people are viewing me all the way in Kano. That is quite interesting.
Yes, that's the power of IPOB Radio Biafra and then
Biafra television.
Some people don't know the value. People don't know the value. People think that IPOB Radio Biafra and Biafra television is just on television on your Facebook page. They don't know that a lot of people all over the world listens to this and follows it on daily basis. That is why we can't allow any miscreant to have access to it, whichever way. Abubakar, if you are hearing, I want you to understand that IPOB is in charge of everything that is going on in Biafra land. Why I say this is because in every family you go to, there is an IPOB member.
It's not just
apart from the fact that
go ahead.
Apart from the fact that everybody is already an IPOB by birth.
Yes.
But I'm telling you that every family you enter in Biafra land, there is an IPOB family.
Not just is, there are in their numbers.
Yes,
go ahead.
So, a lot of them. So you people should know that those people who are calling themselves our leaders or our political elite, they are just speaking for themselves and their children. In fact, some of them are not even speaking for their children, because I believe that some of their children are against what they are saying.
Yeah, some of their children have disfathered them, disowned them. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, yes, you're right. Some of their children have disfathered them. So you people in the north should try as much as possible to be educating your people that we are not looking for war against the north. What we are seeking for is our freedom. And you people that are close to every Fulani people, I don't know whether I know you didn't identify yourself, but you have to speak to those your brothers who are out there to destroy and cause mayhem to our people. We are not attacking Fulani people over here. Over here in the south. Teach them, tell them, we are not against anything you want to do in your land, but we don't want to be in Nigeria anymore. In fact, we have never wanted to be in Nigeria, if not by the power of your gods. So if you know how you can address your people, speak with them. Don't listen to what the elders are saying, because if they listen to what the elders are saying and you people bluntly bring your items that place, you now see that it's not the elders that are on the street. It is the youth that are on the street. Not Ohaneze Ndibo that is on the street. It's the youth that are on the street. And all those youth you see there, each of them are not happy with the everything that is going on in our land. And then as for the sanction of eating cow meat in our land that Mazi Chikedozie announced on his broadcast. Our people should know, and our people in the north should find their way back home. These people have burnt your businesses, you are still there. They have destroyed your hotels and goods, you are still there. They have taken over your businesses and burnt some of your shops, and you are still there. Are you not? If Mr. Asari Dokubo, you will say no be juju be that. Are they using juju on you people that you don't know your way back home? Or Amam him again by himself. This problem that we are facing today was orchestrated by this go on. I don't know. Somebody should find a way to. Let me know. There are certain things that we're not supposed to say on media, but I've passed my message. Our people back home, find your way back home. They have made many spaces in a place where you can do your business.
Thank you, caller.
And then,
Thank
please,
you.
give me 1 minute. I want to actually pass a message to those people who have refused to change their profile picture. You people should remember that in the time of George Floyd, when he died, there is something Americans did, especially the black Americans, is this changing of profile picture too. It was another sign of protest. DOS is not one person. They have sat down.
Mazi, we are not begging anybody. We are not begging anybody to change their picture. It is an order.
So
it is an order that has been given. So it's not. We are not pleading with you. If you don't want to change your picture, leave it. But the order has been given.
That you're not part of us.
Yeah, it shows that you are not part of us.
Who does not do it shows that you are not part of us, because it's only people who are not part of us that have seen that are doing that.
That's true.
I don't want to mention their stupid names. Mazi, let me leave you because
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We really appreciate your contribution. You know, so Abubakar Sadiq have made his point known, and I was addressing that before calls started coming in, and he said that the elders and the youth should galvanize and find a way to work together towards Biafra restoration. I think that has to go to the Igbo elders who are not lining themselves up with the reality of the moment. It is the Igbo leaders that have to come to terms with themselves that this is what the people want. That the people of the Eastern region are not interested in presidency. The presidency the Igbo leaders are demanding for is just for self-gratification. And they need to come to terms. So, I mean, they should listen to the words of Abubakar Sadiq, who called in from Kano this evening, telling the Igbo leader that they have to come to terms with the young people, with Biafra, that they need to take. Abubakar Sadiq is telling them to pick up their real original identity. That is the message from Abubakar Sadiq to Igbo leaders, to Igbo elders. Take your real identity. Take your real identity. Januarius in India Nefo told me, please, sir, tell all Biafra not to support Nigerians in this African Cup of Nations. No Biafran is supporting Nigeria in African Cup of Nations. Our people are not supporting the zoo. We know that there are still some Igbos who are playing and, for the zoo, even up till now, who are still deceiving themselves, who have refused to accept the reality. But no Biafran, nobody will be going, anybody you see going to support the match, the African Cup of Nations, is not a Biafran. Even if they bear Biafran name, they are not Biafran, they are Nigerians. So we are not, Biafrans are not supporting, the person that deserves our support is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is, in DSS dungeon right now. He is the person that support our, that deserve our support. A favor Chukwu Ebuka said, nobody they comment, everybody just fold hand, they look. Nah, how stupid you are with your peers that look like a prisoner. My brother, you are talking rubbish, go and sleep. Okay, favor Chukwu Ebuka. Well, people are commenting. Maybe, I don't know where you are watching from. but people are commenting. We have a series of comments, many comments coming in, calls coming in. But for this comment, for abusing me on my program, I'm going to check you out and I'm going to block you. Chukwebuka Favor. I'm going to block you because you don't deserve to be here. Even you did not even change your profile picture. Yeah, we know that you are putting on you have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu profile on your picture, but that is not the picture that is ordered by the Directorate of State. There is a change of picture. There is a picture that is put there that is written Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, prisoner of conscience. So the picture you are put in favor is an old picture. Go and look for the recent picture and upgrade. But notwithstanding, I'm going to block you. I'm going to check you out and make sure that you are blocked for abusing me on my program. So Biafrans, call in. The line is going on. Before I round up, we have the ban of what is it called? We have ban of the cow meat, and that will also be bringing people who are into the business of cow. Our people are already venturing in. For a very long time, we did a program, agricultural program, where we educated our people, because now the issue of banning of cow meat have translated into other commodities, because the Arewas are saying that that they are not going, not just only cow, that they are going to boycott bringing other commodities, which include tomatoes, onions, so many goods that will be coming from the north. So it opens a business opportunity for our people. It opens, the IPOB has created business for our people. Now you have the opportunity to venture into any part of agriculture and sell your product, because the market is now open. Because goods coming from the north were already also saturating the market in the east. So IPOB is not just only blocking the cow coming from the north for the sake of the security alone, but also using the opportunity to create business opportunity for our people to go into farming. So for those of you who are into who are into ranching, I also want you to come to our program and talk to our people. If you know anybody who is into ranching, tell them that I'm inviting them on BTV to come and talk to our people and motivate our people, because there is a lot of demand for protein. There is a lot of demand for meat, for restaurants, for hotels, for people handling occasions and here and there. We cannot succeed in the ban of the meat from the north if we do not have local production. So it encourages local production. We're encouraging our people, especially also those in the diaspora, to support our people back home, to see that we put some level of investment in these areas of agriculture, in making sure that we grow enough meat, not just meat, milk. We can extract milk and cheese, and the cattle has a lot of business value. You have the animal skin that you can derive from the cattle. We can do that in Efi-Igbo. And I can tell you that the Efi-Igbo is more intelligent. The milk that you extract from Efi-Igbo would be more nutritious and will even add more value to our people in terms of nutrient and growth of our children, and our health is more healthy. So our people should understand that now we have been able to open the eyes of our people that we no longer have seasonal farming. We can farm in bags now. We can grow our yam in bags. We determine everything, how we can grow our yam, our cassava. We can even grow our cassava in bags. So it no longer need the seasonal rain. You can grow them, water them, determine every process until harvest. And I'll be also bringing Professor Chinedu Abodike in the coming day to talk to our people, encourage our people to make sure that everybody, people on the ground, return back and go into production to be able to meet the need of our people. I want to say thank you very much, guys. If you want to call in, the number is still there. I have just like 10 minutes to go for those who want to call in. Call in and make your point, make your views known. We have seen people call in, make wonderful comment, especially our brother from the north, because I consider anybody that shares the same ideology with me a brother, Abubakar Sadiq, who also said, yes, Vera, he said, try and shave. Vera, thank you very much. I'm keeping the beards. I'm keeping the beards. Don't worry, I'm going to shave, but I'm not going to cut it down completely. I'm going to give it a little cut, you know, to make it attractive. But don't worry, it's not a problem. Vera, thank you very much. That is it. That is it. I was trying to get in touch with Mazi Solomon, who called in earlier, but I think he's not in a position to talk to us right now. I tried to reach him because he was trying to, I think he was trying to make a contribution, and you know, I wish he could come and talk to us. So we'll be able to end the program with him. Guys, it is my pleasure to have you. I am so grateful that you all came. We have people who share this program. So many people share this program. So many dropped comments. So many called in. And I wasn't even expecting. I didn't know that people are even watching me all the way in Kano. And just as they are watching me in Kano, they're also watching me in Castina. They are also watching from all over the world. People are watching from everywhere around the world, in the USA, in Brazil, in Canada, all over Europe. People are getting our transmission, and that is a wonderful thing. That is what Biafra TV can do, and this is the reason that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sacrificed everything he has, you know, to make it possible for people to hear our story as we tell them by ourselves. Festus is watching from Sweden. Thank you, Festus, for identifying your position. We have people watching from all over the world, and I encourage you to share this program, make it go around, tag your friends. Thank you very much, Chantal. Thank you guys for being part of this program. We have spent over an hour, 37 minutes, and it is my pleasure to have you. In fact, it is difficult for me to leave the program, but I don't have any other option to end the program because we have spent a quality time talking. But one thing I can assure you is that Igbo leaders do not have any other option than to come to terms with the reality. The reality is that IPOB is in charge of the Eastern region. Yes, Ezebuilo from Istanbul, Ikechi Naji from Austria, Mpachike from Maryland, USA, Matthew Aremu from Canada. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for dropping your positions. Please share the program. Our Chantal say kudos to our brilliant DOS for their intelligence and wisdom. This Fulani cow band is shaking the zoo. That is a good one. Wonderful, because when we tell you that the Directorate of State that IPOB leadership is working 24 hours finding solution, people don't believe it. People don't believe it. But 1st of January broadcasts are proven that they have not been sleeping. You know, 1st of January, when they tell you to Anayo Chukwu Kenneth from UAE, thank you very much. When they told you to leave the seat at home, that they are going to add other, they are going to find other, compelling strategies. Many were busy jumping left, right, and center that DOS have sold out. But today, we have something. We have been able to establish something that is more meaningful than sitting at home, that would not affect us, but rather give us more economic advantage. because the ban on the meat from the north is an additional economic advantage to our people. So rather than trying to destroy our economy through policies that will affect us negatively, the Directorate of State have been able to find a policy that will add value. And that is what it should be. Being able to find policies that will add value to the life of our people, add value to the economic interests of our people, while we take advantage of that to also move our agitation forward. And a lot of people are not seeing beyond that their little circle of every Monday, every Sunday, every Tuesday, sit at home. At the end of the day, the only thing you have is sitting at home. And you have been told that sitting at home will only have effect on the life of our already strained economy, the life of our already strained people. It will cripple the economy of our people more. Since we started sitting at home, have you seen the Arewas coming to complain on social media or coming to complain on newspaper? They didn't. In fact, they tell you sit at home all your life because it's not affecting them. But the measures that have been taken so far, the leadership of IPOB, the leadership of this movement deserve accolade, and they should be encouraged to continue to find path in making sure that things are done right to the benefit of our people. We cannot take decisions that will harm us because we are angry. When you make decisions out of anger, you harm yourself. If you make decisions out of anger, you end up punishing yourself. But when you make decisions calculatively, strategically, leaving emotions by the side, you'll be able to make the best decisions to your own advantage. And that is what we've seen when the Directorate of State gave certain orders, telling our people to boycott the national anthem. In fact, establishing an academic curriculum for our people that will help us develop more and even a better future for our people. Today, the people now beginning to understand that IPOB leadership is strategic and will continue to promote their decisions and their orders because it is to the advantage and not to the detriment of our people. I want to say thank you for being part of this program. And until I see you again, my name remains Ikem Patrick Dike. Have a wonderful evening, morning or night, wherever you might be. God bless you all.
That's all.
Criminals the rule. Now what in them they call it that country? Republic of crime. Country where criminally they wear face mask of the president they rule the country now. Republic of crime. A country where terrorists now chief of army staff. Now which kind country be that to? Republic of crime. Country where you look at the mouth, to look at the mind, to rise up against bad government. Country where social media is control the youth, they make the youth, they wallow in the dark night. Something happened the last time I talk. Zombie said them go beat me. Something happened the last time I sing. Zombie threatened to arrest me. Something happened the last time I talk. Zombie chased me for house, but bandits kill people for Boronu. Nobody threatened to kill them. Herdsmen kill people for Kaduna. Nobody threatened to arrest them. PSS kill people for Enugu. Nobody threatened to jail them. Maybe you wanna know the reason why. You wanna know the reason why. Terrorism is their way of life. But freedom of speech is a crime, you. If you talk, you go die, you belle. If you no talk, you go die, you belle. If you yan, you go die, you belle. Even if you no yan, you go die. Democracy is dead in Nigeria. We don't die, since 1960. Them murder them, them shoot them, them kill them, them shoot them, them murder them, them